Good morning, dear students. In this video lecture, we will be studying the factors. Already we have seen the factors. Now here we will be seeing the factor tree. So what is a factor tree? Suppose I have a number like 21. Okay, this is factor. Okay, here we are going to study what are the factors of 21. You all know it is 1, then we are having 3 and then 7. Now in this factor tree, what is going to happen? They will give you a circle or a square, in that they will write the number 21, and then they may ask you what are the numbers that will be coming here. So 1, 3 and 7. This much only you have to do. Like in case of 96, they will give you a number, then they will ask you what are the numbers that will come in between 96. Suppose 96, if I break 96, what is going to happen? 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16. So here they can write here like here 2, then here they can write 48. Correct? Now after that they can do the branching and then say 248 means 24, then we will be having 12, then we will be having 6, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Now similarly they will write like here they have done 2 and then 48, then 48 is further divided into how many parts? Like here 2, then 24. Then this can be further divided into say for example again I am writing 2, then here 12, then this can be divided into 2 and then 6, like this. After that 6 can be divided into 2 and then 3. So this is the meaning of factor tree. That means further this number will be divided, means using prime factorization. First of all we will calculate the factors of the number, then this 96, 2 and 48 one of the factors, again 48 will be divided, then so on it will go up to the last number, that is prime number 3, 2, whatever it will come, whatever suits there, it will be like that. So what are the factors? You have to just fill in the circles as it is given in your exercise. Now next important part is finding the LCM and HCF. Now how to find the LCM and HCF, that is a bit important part for your syllabus. Let me explain. Before that I have to clean the board. Now what is the meaning of LCM? LCM stands for least common multiple. So we have already seen multiple in first exercise, first chapter, and then we have seen factors, which we have seen now as factor tree. Now we will be seeing multiple. Suppose I have one number as 12 and then 6. So what is the least multiple of this minimum number, the smallest number, which will divide or which will be a multiple of 12? For an example, we can use prime factorization method like 6. 6 we are having 1 into 2 into 3, that is 6. Now here I am having 12, 1 into 2 into 3 into 2, or you say 2 into 2 into 3, 3 2s are 6, 2s are 12. Now to find out the LCM, to write out the LCM of 6 and 12, we see which number is written maximum number of times. 2 is written 2 times here, 2 is written 1 times. So we will select 2 the maximum number. How many times it is written? It is written 2 times. So we will write 2 times. Then 3 is written 1 time here as well as here. So only 1 time 3 is written. So I will write here. So 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. So least common multiple will be 12. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 1s are 12, and then like this. Now if I have, this was using prime factorization method, and if I want using division method, long division method, then what I am going to do? 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 2 6 are 12, then 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Okay, now we will multiply these 4 numbers, and then we will see LCM of 6 and 12 is equal to 2 into 3 into 2, that means 12. So least multiple, like 12 multiplied with 1 will be 12, 6 multiplied with will be 12. So in table of 6 I will be getting 12, 6 2s are 12, that is why it is called least common multiple. So this was called prime factorization method, and this was called long division method, and this is prime factorization method. Now another example, you take like 144, 6. These two numbers are there. One more number we can take. Let us take 9. Then we have to find the LCM using prime factorization method. Then for 6 we have 1 into 2 into 3. Then for 9 we have 1 into 3 into 3. For 144 we have 1 into 2 into then we have 72. That means 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. 12 into 3, 36 into 2, 20, 72 into 2. Correct. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 into 3, 32 into 3, 3 2s are 6. No. So better we can use by prime factorization method. 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 2 36, 2 18, and 2 9s are 3 3s are. So in this way, for all the numbers we can find out. So how many times 2 is written? 4 times. 1 2 3 4. Then 3 will come here. 3 2 times. Now in this we will see 2 is written how many times? Maximum. For this sentence, for this 144, 2 is written 1 2 3 4 times. Here 2 is written 1 time. So LCM we have to consider for maximum number of prime numbers. So prime number is 2 how many times? 4 times. So we will take 2 into 2 into 2 4 times. 3 is written 1 time, 2 time, again 2 times. So that means 3 will come 2 times. That's all. We have to see the maximum repetition of any number. And if I have, suppose here we are having 2 how many times? 4 times. So I have to write 4 times. If it was like 5 times, I have to write 5 times. If it was like here 7 times, then I have to write 7 times. Maximum number, maximum repetition. Then 3 is written how many times? 1 time, 1 time. But here we are having 2 times. So maximum repetition is 2 times. 1 is already in all the numbers 1 times. So no need to write. So 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 20, 8 2s are 16. 16 2s are 16 3s are 48. 48 into 3. That means 144. Correct. Now this was prime factorization method. If you go by long division method, then again you will be having 144, 6, 9. So minimum number 2 means, then I can go again by 36, 3, 3. Then I can go 18, 3, 9. 2 9s are 18, 3, 9. Then 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3, 1 and 3. 3 1s are 3. Now you see 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 16, 3s are 48, 3s are 144. Again you got in long division method also same answer. So in this way you are going to calculate the least common multiples of the common numbers which are given there. Now we will be seeing the HCF by using prime factorization method and long division method. Now highest common factor, HCF stands for highest common factor. Suppose I am having here 24 and 9. Now what is the highest common factor of these? I will write 24 is equal to 1 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 2, or here I can write 2, 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 8 into 3, 24. 9 can be written as 1 into 3 into 3. Correct. Now highest common means we have to see which number is common in both the terms. Like here 3 is common with 3. I will select only 1 3. Then is there any other number? No, only 1 is there. So I will select 1. 3 is not repeating there. So no need of taking 3. We have to discard that. So I will write HCF of 9 and 24 is equal to 3. Highest common factor. That means the maximum number which can divide that both the numbers will be 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 8s are 24. Now if I go by long division method, so the biggest number I can write here, then I am having 9. 9 1s are 9. 9 2s are 18. 9 3s are 27. So 9 2s are 18. 18 with subtraction will be 6. Then again I will select this divisor. This divisor will come and sit here. 9. So 6 1s are 6. Subtraction will be 3. Then again this 6 will come here. This 6 will come and sit here. So I will write 6 here. So I will get 3 2s are 6. Unless I get 0, I will keep on dividing the number. I will keep on putting the divisor. Every step you see, I have kept the divisor here. So I got 0. So this divisor, the last divisor will be called as the HCF. HCF of 9 and 24 is equal to 3. So in this way you are going to find out the divisor, HCF of by using prime factorization method and by long division method. Now my dear students, you may be thinking, what is the use of these two topics, HCF and LCM? Right now you all will not be able to understand. The only thing you have to understand is highest common factor. HCF stands for highest common factors, and these are the two methods that we are going to use to simplify our problems, to calculate our problems. And why we are going to use all these things, this will help you in your higher class, like in class 7, 8, when we have some mathematical real world problems. That if I have, for an example, suppose I have a garden in which I have to arrange the flowers in rows and columns in such a way that there should not be any flowers left. I will be having sufficient amount of flowers, right? So in that case they will ask you to how should you plant the flowers, or how should you do certain work so that you will not be able to having any extra flowers left arrangement. Like in your house there may be marriage parties or some functions may be there. Now you may be asked to arrange the chairs, limited number of chairs, in such a way that number of rows and number of columns should be same. So in that case what you are going to do, you will be making use of LCM and HCF method. If you know mathematically you can solve, and then you can you can tell others that you put this many number of chairs in this manner and this many number of chairs in this manner, entire number of chairs can be arranged. Now if those who don't know, a layman, a laborer, what they will do, they will do hit and trial method. They will just put few chairs, then they will arrange, and then they will arrange. But mathematicians will always go for short tricks, that directly it should not be, there should not be any hit and trial method. Directly they will tell you put this many chairs and this many length, then you will get the your chairs will be accommodated. So this is one of the example. I hope you understood what I mean to say. These all things will be helpful unless first of all you have to understand the meaning of HCF and LCM and where it is applicable, how it is useful. This you will only come to know when you reach to class 7, and or you will see the real world problems. Like in your exercise also there is 1 or 2 word problems where they are asking you to find out the certain numbers which satisfy the certain conditions. I hope it will be clear. Thank you.